What's going on, everybody? Mile High back with another video, and today I've got a Town Hall 13 attack strategy for you guys, and it's going to be mass miners. I haven't used miners in a long time, but I am a big fan of them actually, so that's why I'm bringing all my camp space in miners. We have 50 miners. We're bringing a triple clone Super Yeti bomb. If you want to bring an extra rage, you can. That's what I'm doing, but a heal also works really well to keep your miners alive, so that's completely up to you. I'm actually going to rock the minion prince with this because I like the dark orb ability with the miners because your king just obviously can't keep up and the miners are going under the walls and your king can't. You could use your king to funnel if you want. That's completely up to you, but I'm using the default equipment on him. I'm using the giant arrow and the healer puppet on the queen. I've got double books on the warden and then the rocket spear and electro boots on the royal champions. Let's go hop into our first attack and I'll show you guys how this works. All right, attack number one, very simple. You're just going to go into an area of the base where you can get the most value with this clone bomb. As you see here, we have all three Infernos and the Eagle Artillery down here. So we have insane value from this clone bomb. Look at that. We get the Eagle, we get all three Inferno towers, we pull the Clan Castle. Should be able to deal with a little bit of that Clan Castle as well. But now it's pulled, so we can pull it over to our Queen or our Royal Champion to deal with the rest of them. So here we're going to use the Royal Champion to trim out this corner here. Just to help set the funnel. Use a couple miners as well. And then we use our Queen with the giant arrow from the other corner. And now look at this pathing that's going to set up here for our miners. Probably should have waited a second for my queen to get a few more buildings there, but it's fine. If we get a couple miners going over there, that's actually ideal to help tank for the queen because obviously we have 50 miners, so we don't have to worry about it. Queen goes down because she was already pretty weak from our Super Yeti bomb. And look, our Super Yeti's still alive, and this whole bottom side of the base is completely gone. We have a couple miners down there that we sent with our Royal Champion. A huge Dark Orb ability, freezes damn near every remaining defense on the base. So now everything is frosted over. Huge Dark Orb ability. And you'll see in some of the next attacks, I hit some terrible Dark Orb abilities. But if you can get good value out of that Dark Orb, it can really change the outcome of an attack. As you see, we have a ton of miners still alive. There's still a bunch up there with the Queen as well. The Queen's still full health. Our Minion Prince is still healthy. Our Warden's still basically full health. We still have two healers alive, which have switched over to the miners at this point. And those are from the Queen's healer puppet, obviously. And it seems like that usually happens, actually. Your healers a lot of times will switch over to the miners, which actually works out really well and in your favor. So we're going to have three heroes still standing, and probably, I don't even know how many miners. We probably have 20-something miners still alive down there. That's absolutely insane. Just look how crushed this base is. Just got a couple collectors left now. Easy 3-star. Absolutely overkill. But we got massive, massive value out of that Super Yeti clone bomb. It doesn't always get that much value, obviously. It's base dependent. So let's go hop into another replay now. All right, replay number 2. As you see, we have the Eagle Artillery over here again, and we have 2 Infernos nearby, so I should be able to get that. And you do want to try to pull the Clan Castle with your blimp, if at all possible. So we drop in that Super Yeti. And obviously with this, you're cloning the Yeti mites, not the actual Yeti itself. And I believe, at least with me, with these level 6 clone spells, it doesn't have enough capacity to clone that Super Yeti anyway, so it's just cloning the Super Yeti mites, which I actually really like. So as you see, there's no more defenses left over here, so we're going to send a couple of our miners to trim that corner out, just to set that funnel, obviously. Now we can Queen Giant Arrow from the top corner, and now that frees us up, actually, to use our Royal Champion with our main push here. And I try to Dark Orb into the core, and for some reason, my Mini Prince churns just slightly, and I shoot the Dark Orb basically into nothing. I did freeze over the Queen. We hit the Warden ability now. And that Book of Healing, or that Healing Tome, rather, is doing work. Heals all of our miners back to completely full health. Our Queen doing a good job trimming the outside trash to keep our miners centralized. If you do lose a couple to the outside, like I said in the last one, not that big of a deal, because you do have 50 miners. But you want to keep the majority of them in the core, obviously. So we're going to push into the Town Hall now. And then they should burrow underground again. Our healers did switch over to our miners, which is perfect. They go underground, avoid the Town Hall bomb. We have our Royal Champion over here fighting off the Warden. She is probably going to go down here in a hurry, but the Warden does die, which is really nice. We had a bunch of miners on him. And our Royal Champion does go down, but we still have 2 healers alive. We still have our Warden full health, our Queen still full health. And again, we probably have over 20 miners still alive. We're just going to 2x through this. Because again, at this point, just clean up. We're actually going to 4x through this. This is going to take a little bit for our miners to get through this, but there's nothing really that's going to affect this because our Queen should be able to survive this, with those miners being able to burrow underground. That one was a little bit closer, but obviously we didn't get nearly as much value with our Super Yeti clone bomb. But it is what it is. We also had a terrible Dark Orb ability, so that was not very well executed, and we still get the 3 stars. So let's go hop into our third and final attack. Alright, final attack. And as you see down here, we have the clan castle, which we do want to pull, and it's right next to the eagle. So we're going to send in kind of from this angle here, try to get that one Inferno tower, and then that eagle. That's kind of the hope here. But if nothing else, we'll at least set up nice pathing. And we actually took out the clan castle itself, but we are fighting the ice golems now, but we got that Inferno. Got a big chunk of the base. That really helps us set up pathing now. So we're going to use the Royal Champion down here because I need to funnel this out, and it's basically all defenses down here, so that's why we're doing that. Queen with the giant arrow from the left side over there. Now we have nice pathing right into the Town Hall. The Royal Champion is safe over here and we'll be able to fight off those ice golems, which is really nice with her Electro Boots aura. So I won't have to get my miners frozen up in the core. That is crucial. And there we got a nice Dark Orb ability. I probably should have waited one more second. I might have been able to get the Town Hall. But the Town Hall's not targeting us anyway, so by the time we got there, it probably would have worn off. So it was nice to get those 2 scatter shots in the expo there. We're going to use the Rage now as we're approaching the Town Hall. Our miners are going to wreck that enemy Warden. Now we're going to push into the Town Hall. Our healers again transferred over to our miners. This base is absolutely crushed. It stands no chance because we got a couple miners down here doing cleanup. But our Royal Champion's full health. Our Minion Prince is full health. Our Warden's full health. Our Queen's still half health. We probably have over 30 miners alive this time. Probably more than that, to be honest. We have so many miners still alive. And this base, absolutely toast. This might even be more overkill than the first one. Again, good Dark Orb ability. We got good value out of that Super Yeti Clone Bomb, and just look how overkilled the base is. And you saw the one in the middle, I didn't get as much value with the Blimp, and I had a bad Dark Orb ability, and it was much closer. So those two are very crucial to your success with this attack. But like I said, even if you mess up, you can still get the 3 stars you saw with my second one. So if you guys use this, let me know in the comments how it works out for you guys. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys next time.